What is up, all you action figure collectors out there? I am back with another action figure review, and I got a pretty sweet one today too. Cause looking at them, I can already tell that these are gonna possibly be sick figures. Yeah, these are the Marvel Legends Ant-Man and Wasp from the Quantumania movie. Like here, you don't get the window box packaging, but you do get a picture of the figure. You know, this is what we have been seeing with a lot of the recent Marvel Legends figures. And ironically, even though it's an Ant-Man and Wasp movie, they have the Avengers logo. And also on the side of the package, it shows us all what we need to build Cassie Lang. Yeah. I think I do plan on getting the whole wave, but you know, there's a whole lot of incomplete waves I have. And here on the back, it shows us the figures and the accessories that they come with. All right, so now let's get these figures open and take a look at what they're all about. Okay, so now here's a look at the two figures outside of the packaging alongside the other contents. Now, I just now noticed that Ant-Man actually doesn't, I think he doesn't actually come with anything for to build a figure, but yeah, and also I want to note that this is a very late Christmas gift for me, because guys haven't noticed, Amazon has went on strike, and you know, I've gotten her on Christmas, and you know, I had her for a while, but haven't opened her, and I wanted to wait until I get Ant-Man. Okay, but before we look at the figures, we're gonna look at what the figures come with. Okay, so now here's what the figures come with. All right, so now the Wasp actually comes with the oh crap. The Wasp actually comes with the right leg for Cassie Lang, and you know, she does come with the wings, which is removable. Like, you can just remove this because this has a peg hole and you can just plug this in. All right, but yeah, but both figures come with masked and unmasked heads, or unhelmeted, and they both come with close-fisted, and Wasp comes with two open hands, while Ant-Man comes with an open hand and a pointing finger hand. I'm not really sure why he needs a pointing finger hand. Like, it's not like he's Captain America to say Avengers Assemble. Or I don't know, maybe it's to like signal ants. But yeah, overall, I do think that these are some pretty good looking, you know, head sculpts. I do like the translucent plastic on both figures, that you can actually kind of see the eyes through it. I think that that is a nice touch. Like, I do like the metallic detailing that they've done on these helmets. Like, yeah. And I do think that the head on this figure, like, they kind of did nail the actors. I think that it does pretty much look like the actor. And for the Wasp head, this I'm guessing it kind of does look like the actress. I mean, I honestly didn't really look up pictures of the actress to really give comparisons. Like, yeah, but yeah, I do think that they have done decently, because you know, Hasbro has this photo real touch stuff. Okay, so switching out the hands for both figures, I'll say, is simple. So you just pop off the hand, and then, you know, you just place in the hand you want to replace it with. The same thing for the head. Actually, maybe it's a little harder with Ant-Man. I mean, it's kind of not staying on, but it's staying on nice and tight. Maybe it's just because I didn't hear the click. And once again, as for Wasp, you can just easily remove it because she has a peg hole, and then place on the wings, and they will sit in there nice and tight. Okay, so for the figures themselves, starting off with the Ant-Man figure, I will definitely say that Hasbro has obviously I've done a very solid job with this figure, because I'm thinking out of all of the MCU suits, that Ant-Man has had, I don't think he had many suits, but I want to definitely say that this one definitely might be my favorite design of the MCU Ant-Man suit. Like, I really love the look of this figure, and obviously I will say this could be the ideal suit for Ant-Man, but obviously he's gonna wear a different suit if I do my Avengers stop motion, before he even gets to this suit. But yeah, I really love how they've done the red on him. Yeah, the plastic on him feels really, sturdy. Like, it doesn't feel very fragile. Like, yeah, really love how they've done the red and black on him. Also like how they've done the silver on the wrist and on his belt. Really like how they've done the belt and the red lining. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm looking at the back of the figure, I see a whole lot more detail. Yeah, I mean, I want to say that I kind of not sure on who do I like more between, Hank Pym and Scott Lang. I mean, maybe I might lean more liking Scott Lang, but kind of took me a while to actually realize that Hank Pym was actually the original Ant-Man that, I was actually familiar with before the first Ant-Man movie came out. But yeah. But I think that they have done a really great job on this figure. Like, yeah, I think it's very solid. So, yeah. Alright, so now for the Wasp figure, I will say that, Hasbro has also done a fantastic job on this one as well. Like, really do love how they've done the suit. Like, yeah, I think that they have so many. The suit has so many great details. Like, really love how they've kind of could see. Like, I do like how they've done the texturing for both suits. Yeah, and I'm really loving the blue lining here, along with the yellow. Yeah, I think that this is a really great looking figure. Like, and I think that this is a good figure if you're both into details, or you're into like posing your figures around. This is definitely a perfect. I mean, not necessarily perfect to some people, at least depending on who you ask. But yeah, I honestly didn't really keep count how old these figures are, but yeah, I think that this is a really great looking figure. Like, yeah, I really love how they've done this. Like, yeah, and I do love that these things don't make her top heavy. These wings don't make her top heavy at all. Yeah, she is kind of looks like she's wearing high heels, but yeah. And one thing what I would recommend is she kind of came out stiff. Like, if you're gonna still get this figure, like, you might want to heat this up, so you don't risk breakage. That's what a lot of action figure collectors do. But yeah, but overall, it's a really beautiful looking figure. Okay, so here is two figures standing next to each other once again. And you can obviously see Ant-Man is the taller figure. Okay, now here is them standing next to their replacements for the Avengers movie. I say that because, you know, it's because, basically in the first Avengers movie, it was literally the original members from the first Avengers comic, but the I would say that these two were replaced with Hawkeye and Black Widow. And yeah, and I think that the scaling is pretty perfect. Here is them standing next to two Multiverse of Madness figures that I have. Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch. And also here is them standing next to Thor and Hulk. Here is them standing next to Iron Man and Black Panther. And also, if you like looking at the classic first founding members from the first Avengers comic book in the MCU form, here is all of them all together. Here is Ant-Man standing next to his DC counterpart, the Atom. And also here's him standing next to some other DC figures that y'all recently saw me review on this channel. Aquaman and Black Manta. I know that this is out of nowhere, but I just love these two figures so much. But yeah. And to close off the size comparisons, here is them standing next to DC's most iconic superheroes, Superman and Batman. Okay, so now my final thoughts on these two figures. I will say that these are very beautiful figures. I will say that the articulation is solid on both of them. Like, these are overall just very beautiful and, and great figures in my opinion. And I don't know, I'm thinking he costs like around 30, but Wasp be cheaper. But yeah. But I'm glad to have more Avengers in my collection. Like, yeah, my Avengers are slowly catching up to my Justice League. That's because for a little while my Justice League has outnumbered my Avengers. But yeah. Like, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are in the video and what you thought of this video. That way I know if I'm doing something right or not. And yeah, I'll try to put out more content. It's just that I don't really have the motivation to really do any stop motions, but I do want to kind of do more content for y'all. And by the way, this is my first figure of 2025, and obviously my first video of 2025. But I cannot really say I can make any New Year's okay, I don't remember the word right now, but yeah. This is Super Kal-El signing off.